Well, there it is, y'all. It is December the 3rd, and we're out here crappie fishing once again. Let's see what size he is. He is 10 inches. Not sure if you guys could catch that right there. 10-inch crappie. We'll go ahead and keep him. So, just to give you guys a recap, I was actually planning on hitting the Puget Sound for some squid, but it did not work out for us. I got sick the whole last week, so I did not even get a chance to come out and fish for any type of species at all. I am still somewhat sick, but I just can't do it. I cannot sit inside the house or lay in bed a dang week straight. So that was our first fish of the day, and it was a nice one. A 10-incher, as you guys can see there. Can't complain about that. I wasn't really expecting to catch anything that size, but hey, I will take it. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, I've been sick for the past week. I'm still kind of sick, as a matter of fact. Last Sunday, me and Dan, another subscriber of mine, was planning on hitting the Puget Sound in his boat to catch some squid, or try to catch some squids. He also came down with something, him and his son. I hope they feel better by now, by the time that this video is out. I was also sick. I wasn't feeling well, so that did not go down. So that was twice that we tried to go out there and try to have some fun with those squids. But it's still gonna go down, y'all. It's still gonna go down. We're not giving up. We will go out there and see if we could come across some squid and take some home. Hopefully we could get 10 pounds, but I don't know. Remains to be seen. First thing first, we need to get out there in order to catch any type of squid. Easier said than done. I mean, some of y'all probably thinking, why aren't you out there today? Well, I don't know if you guys have ever put on a dry suit before. So with me, I would not go out in the sound unless I have my dry suit on, being that it is cold out there. My safety comes first before most. I mean, putting on that dry suit, it's not an easy thing to do, and or taking it off. Being that I was sick, or being that I'm still sick, as you can tell by my voice hopefully, it is probably 3 times harder for me to take that dry suit off. So it's just too much of a hassle, and I figure I'd just come out here and have fun with these crappie and call it good. We'll go ahead and try to catch those squid some other time. You guys are not gonna believe this. I am in 29 feet of water. They are very deep, so that means it's getting colder. So you gotta catch them on a deeper end of the water spectrum. And like I said in the last video, not trying to really move the bait too much. I'm in 28 feet, so I'm dropping my line down to all the way to the bottom, a couple reels up. That should put me around 25 feet of water, or 26 feet. And I just pretty much keep it there. As you can see from the top of the water here, it's not really, have any type of ripple. It has a little bit of ripple, but that's not enough to move the bait. So once in a while, I would just raise my jig up and let it back down. Not so much, constant or anything like that. Just occasionally, once in a while, lift up, and pretty much just kind of like, drifting, popping your bait towards you, but in a very small increment. And the bite is gonna be really, really slow, being that it's winter, but you have to stay patient. It's a patient and it's a waiting game when it comes to cold weather season to fish for these crappie, or any type of fish for the fact. Being that it's 30 feet, it is going to be difficult to feel the bite, but that last one, the 10-incher that I just caught there, I felt him. He hit it. So there's one. All right. So this guy, I did not feel the bite at all. And that's another reason why I move my bait, you know, once every so often, is because sometimes, you know, when you're not feeling the bite, to move the bait gives you an opportunity to really see if there's actually fish on the end of your line. Pretty much checking to see if you have fish on, just like what I did there. I did not felt that fish, but when I went to move the jig, he was on there. Because being that depth, being that they're low, tucked up on the bottom like that, they'll just inhale it, they'll just sit there, they're not moving with it. The non-aggressive one anyway, the lazy one. The more active one, the one that's actually out to feed, you can feel the bite. Most of the time, it's gonna be a bigger fish, but then again, you know, smaller fish hit hard also. There's another one. Look at that. That's another good keeper. We're gonna measure him just to double check. Oh gosh, what the heck? Yep, he is 9 inches. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing here on my screen, but being that I was coming out here not really being prepared, I was kind of being in a little bit of a rush. I forgot to bring a SD card on my chest cam, so I apologize, couldn't really show you guys that. But I am sitting in 27, 28 feet of water, and I have multiple bites so far. I've missed a couple. It's just really subtle bite. We're gonna target this area for a few minutes or so, and then we'll move on to another area, hoping that we could come across a bigger crappie, or more consistent of a bigger crappie. So far it's not too bad, I'm not complaining, but that's what you have to do if you want to find those big ones, the ones that, you know, 11-inch and up. And so there's another one. Oh boy, this feels like a pretty good one. Yeah, he's a good one. He's another keeper. Keeping? No, he might not be a keeper. Yeah, he's small. Let me show you guys the rod that I'm using. In this time of year, you're gonna need a very sensitive rod. The more the sensitive, the better it is, because of the subtle bite that you will be getting during this time of year. So what I'm using is Phoenix rod. It's all gummed up. Let me clean this up here so I can show you guys. So what I'm using is a Phoenix rod, nanotubes. I don't know if that makes out right there or not. Hopefully you guys can see that. Phoenix rod, okay? It is a 6'9", 1/8 to 3/8 ounce lure, okay? So it's a fast action rod, and if you want to know where you can get this rod from, I will tell you. So luckily, Sportco Fife, if you live in Washington near Tacoma or Lakewood area or Seattle or Auburn, Experience, Federal Way, whatever, I'm also certain that Outdoor Emporium, which is in Seattle, which is the same as Sportco, they should carry this rod also. I know for a fact they have it in Sportco in Fife, because I was there last week, and I was actually thinking about picking up another rod. It's not the nanotubes, but just as good. If you guys don't believe me, you got to go to Fife, Sportco, pick up one of this Phoenix rod and see that what I'm telling you here is pretty accurate. The rod is really light and it's very, very sensitive. My arm does not go sore or numb after 8 hours of fishing due to the lightness of the rod. And the sensitivity, oh my God, is second to none in my eyes. It is a little bit on the high end side when it comes to prices, but it's well worth it compared to the G Loomis. This right here, it's not that bad. Right now, I think they have it on sale at Sportco for $169 to $179. That all depends on the rod that you want. They have different prices for, let's say, one that holds. Oh, here we go. We got one. I didn't really feel that guy, but we got one. Okay. I was interrupted, but anyways, the one that's for the 10 pounds line, which is gonna be fast action also. That one goes for $159, I believe. And then if you want one that holds 6 pound test line all the way up to 12 or 14, I can't really recall exactly what it was, but you could check it out when you go to Sportco. It is $169. And then if you want one that's 8 pound to I believe 14 pound, that one's for like $179. But yeah, go check it out, feel it, test it out in your hands, and you can see exactly what I'm telling you here is true. I am not gonna give you guys false information, or if it's something that I don't know, then I apologize. But this is something that I know, that I'm certain. I've been using this rod here for a couple years now, and I'm telling you, it is one of the best rods out on the market when it comes to crappie fishing. You can use, oh, I just missed one. So I have used different type of rods in all the times that I've been fishing. I have a 12-foot ACC crappie stick that I've used before. I have a 10-foot ACC crappie stick that I have, which I've used before. My St. Croix Victory, that's another great rod, but it's more of a bass rod. The reason I'm using that is for different application. That's for if I'm fishing around docks or heavy covers and I want to get them out away from the cover as fast as I can. That's what I will be using, which would be the Victory. Now that I'm out in the open water here, I could use a really light action rod. I don't really need to horse them out of any cover, so I could just play with them pretty much. And that is the difference. And so far, out of all the rod, I can sincerely tell you, my favorite rod when it comes to crappie fishing in open water would be my Phoenix. And then if I'm fishing heavy covers, or if I know that the lake produces a lot of big crappie, and that I'm catch the crappie that I'm targeting is going to be on a bigger spectrum, then I'm using my Victory St. Croix, and that's what I typically use. Those two rods right there is all I need when it comes to crappie fishing. Oh gosh, that was a good one. And that goes back to what I'm saying is you can't really feel the bite sometimes when you're fishing this deep. The reason I felt him is because I'm kind of just moving my line, jigging it, every 3 to 4 seconds, and I had him on, but I didn't set the hook because I didn't know he was actually on there. Unless I felt that tick, then I set the hook. That one, I'm trying to move my bait, and he so happened already have it in his mouth, so didn't really get a chance to set the hook. Like I was saying, this Phoenix rod is what I would highly recommend if you fish open waters with no cover. It's good for casting. If you casting for them during springtime or during the summertime when they're a little bit more active and they like to chase after moving baits, that's what I would. Heavy covers, bigger fish, getting them out of under the boat docks and whatnot, I'm using my Victory St. Croix. I hope that helps you guys when it comes to making the rod decision, picking out the right rod when it comes to fishing. Oh, and also this rod right here or the St. Croix comes in handy when I'm shooting under docks and stuff with these crappies during the wintertime. That was a good bite. Okay, I think we drifted off a little bit from the bigger fish here. We're in 20 feet of water and we're not catching those big ones. I'm gonna see if I can catch a couple more, and if the size of these fish is not what I want, then I'm gonna go relocate and go to a different section. because we're out here targeting bigger crappie, not the smaller crappie, which we could have fun with, don't get me wrong. But today I am out to keep some fish, so I do not retain any fish that's below 9 inch. There's one. Man, nice one. Feels like a nice one. Yep, he is. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, y'all. Oh my God. Patience is the key, guys. Patience is the key. Look at that. Tell me that's not a good fish. That is a good fish. Those are the size that we want. Oh my God, he damn near took up all of my gauge right here. Yes. So he is 12 inches, pretty close to 12 inches long. Look at that. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys. The gauge goes all the way up to 11 inches. And look at that. Look. Stay still, crappie. Stay still. Look at that. That guy is 11 and a half, close to 12. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. And I can't believe I'm catching him in 25 feet of water. So what I did there, I pretty much let the current kind of drift me back. I start off at 27, 28 feet and drift on back to 25 feet of water. That's where I got the strike on that big one. So it's possible that the big one does hang out around 25, but until we catch another one, we can't really conclusively think that the big one's gonna be in the 25-foot range. Just have one on there. My line just went heavy, and by the time I realized it's a fish, it's a little bit too late. Oh, there's another bite. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. There we go. There we go. Another. Oh, it's a smaller fish. But we're still having fun. We're still having fun. There's one. Oh, another good one. Another good one. Look at that. Oh, another good one, baby. Thank you, Mr. Crappie. Coming out. Look at that. Let's see what size he is. I know he's well over 9. He's probably around 10. 10 and a quarter. He is 10 and a quarter. Oh yeah. So that was a really subtle bite. I barely felt him. Here's another one. Another subtle one. Another good one. Oh, came off right there. Almost had him. We almost had him. Dang it. All right. They're making things exciting. I like it. I like it. I like it. That was another nice one that we just lost. Let's see. There's another one. Another nice one. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. That's not the species that we're going after. But it's still. Dang. That's not what I was after. Let's see. Just another nice one here, guys. There's another one. He's a little one, but so as you can see, the crappie and the yellow perch tend to hang out together. They're hanging out together. There's one. You see crappie though? He is. Alright. He is. But I'm not sure if he's 9. No, he's not 9. He's a little bit on the smaller side. Probably 8.5 or so. There's one. Putting my drag on the set. That must be a bigger one. Yeah. It's on a bigger size. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mr. Crappie. Another nice one. Yes. We're having fun out here. We're having fun out here. Looks like I'm on like a little school of fish down there. It's not that many. That's a nice one. This is a nice one. Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's another nice one. That's another nice one. That's what I'm talking about. Who says the crappie don't bite when it's cold? You could stand to be out here in the cold, you will catch them. You just gotta be out here on the water and don't let the coldness deter you from catching these fish. Perch, it's a crappie, and he's a smaller one. Not exactly the size we're after. Let's go ahead and drop her back down there. There we go. Oh, where are you? Okay. Still on the smaller side. There's another one. There's another one. Hopefully he's a good size. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Another good keeper. There it is. About 9.5 incher. There's another one. Feel like a smaller one. Yep, smaller one. So far, in this new location that we're at, not really a good sign for the big fish. We're gonna try a couple more times here. Catch a couple fish, and we'll see if we need to move location again. We might have to go back to where we've been catching those nice keepers. I just want to try a different area, different section of the lake to see if maybe the bigger ones may be hanging out a different area. There's one. He feels good. He feels real good. This might be a bigger fish. Yes, it is a bigger fish. Oh my God. Okay, all right. That's what we want. That's the size that we're after. Right there. Now that's the size that we are after. Oh, that's a nice one. This is a better one. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Yes. Come here, buddy. I got you. I got you. There's another one. Oh yeah. Another keeper. Yes. Another keeper. Oh, the bite's really subtle, boy. Oh, I might put him up a little bit too quick. There you go. Okay, he's okay. He's okay. That's another one. Hopefully he's better. Feels better. Feels better. Yep. Yes, he is. So we're back on our area of the lake where we catch the nice keeper, and they're still here. Let's get back down here. There's another one. Every time we set the hook and we get a little bit of a drag, that pretty much means we have a nice one on, or at least a good keeper on. Goes to show, here's a 9 incher, 9 1/4. Regardless, it's still a good keeper. We got another one. Goodbye, Mr. Crappie. Thank you for coming out. There we go. Another nice one. Oh yes. Another keeper. There's one. There's one. Another nice one. Yes. Oh. Oh. Well guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it with this fish catch right here, our last keeper of the day. Good 9 incher or so. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the channel. It has been a fun and a cold ass day. So until the next video, hopefully we're on some squid action. If not, it is what it is. Well, it's time for me to go ahead and load it up and go home. So until next time, y'all, Lake Hopper out. See ya. GoPro, stop recording.